Okay, so I need to finish this, and then I was gonna play Liza P. All right, where was I? Here, apparently. Or how much reading I got left. New school, new teachers, and most importantly, new classmates who I always have trouble connecting with. Like most other kids with glasses, probably. Didn't I get past this? I forced myself to get out of my warm bed. Dad would usually drive me to my old school, but this morning, the bedroom of my parents was silent. Did they sleep in? Maybe it was a good thing. I didn't want to get the daddy's boy reputation from day one. My parents were probably still tucked in, dreaming about the good old days when everything was so simple and easy. Sweet dreams, even if far from removed from reality. I silently sneaked out to the first floor so I wouldn't wake anybody, especially the peacefully sleeping what did I call her? Alea. That's what I'm going with. I did my best to step on the middle of every floorboard. I used to play like this even in our old apartment. If the soles touched the space in between the floorboards, it counted as a stepping into lava. The clock was spurring me on with its hands. What? The clock was spurring me on with its hands. Never heard that term in my life. I need to hurry, faster, faster. I was too fast, so I needed to circle the hallway once again. Boiling lava was bursting out of every crack between floorboards. I needed to watch my step to survive at any cost. Hippity hop, like a frog jumping on the molehills, like a fearful bunny in a grove full of wolves. I made a sandwich in the kitchen, shoved it down my throat, and drank it with a cold iced tea. I said ice, whatever. My appetite was as good as someone being led up scaffold toward a guillotine. Some dark thoughts for a kid. My appetite was as good as someone being led up a scaffold toward a guillotine. I lowered my gaze and saw that one of my feet was standing on two floorboards at the same time. Burnt to a crisp, huh? I moved my foot. Disgusting little snakes withered in my belly, the fear of getting hit and being called nasty names. The clock clicked. I needed to go. It was dark outside, fitting for an early winter morning. The darkness never fully left the houses around here. I took my time tying my shoes, buttoning up my puffy jacket, trying to delay my unpleasant exit into the semi-dark, into the unnerving unknown. I rubbed my glasses for good luck, though I couldn't remember a single time that these thick pieces of glass brought me any good fortune. I agree. The sky was akin to giant bruise. On the east side of it a black cloud was swelling up. It licked, it licked up the stars from the sky and extinguished the rising sun. Darkness was plastered all over the treetops. The cautious cries of birds got tangled up in the thicket. I locked the front door with a long key that I wore around my neck. My parents made me wear what? My parents made me wear this noose, afraid of that. Oh, okay. That I, being a total klutz that I am, could lose the key otherwise. I was like, whoa, what? The wind whizzed on the other side of the gate. It invited me to a whole new life toward dubious adventures. And tagged alone like an old bunny, pushing me in the back. Wide shadows that pines through. Dude, sometimes these birds just. Wide shadows that pines throughout covered a third of the clearing. Upon reaching the edge of the forest, I hid my nose in the coat's collar. I was squeezing through the thin fire break. My hair ruffled up and my back hunched over. Tall trees stood on both sides of the tiny trail. The snowy blanket rustled under my feet, and the canopy of intertwined branches above my head cut me off the already sparse starlight. The night had no plans of moving away from the forest. In the darkness, trees reminded me of shaggy old women that smelled of burial death. Their trunks turned into cracked, wrinkled faces with holes in the middle of their mouths. If I lost focus even for a moment, mold-covered witches would drag me into the forest depths. Then my parents would be walking around these parts, screaming my name. But the dead can't answer the living. Or can they? A sense of panic was growing in my chest. I was fine with Dad carrying me into the school in his hands by now, if it saved me from watching the darkness rise up in the ravines like black dough. It felt like someone jumped into the bushes behind me, so I turned around. As soon as I started walking faster, I heard the snow peak behind me. The forest took a deep breath with its giant lungs. The windfall cracked. Getting into it. The wind and the birds were left behind in the field. Now I could only hear the forest creak. I walked listening closely, and the unseen presence grew stronger. As if someone was following me, trying to match the pace of my footsteps. I turned my head so fast, it made my neck crunch. Tiny trail behind me disappeared into the darkness. Tree branches overlapped, forming a natural tunnel. Who's there? The question escaped my lips and dissolved into an unending creaking sound of the wooden idols, the pines around me. Why did I think going through the forest alone was a good idea? Either going mad, or someone had intentionally lured me away from my home. Distant lights granted me a smidgen of hope. A country road. I ran there as fast as I could, as if afraid that the trail will shrink. Clawed hands will grip me by the shoulders, turn me around, and make me look at the faces of hungry forest denons. What the fuck is that word? Why would you put that in there? In the end, nobody stopped me. I almost flew to the decrepit wooden bridge, disbelieving my luck. The bridge's supports bathed in a spring tarry and ice cold. I put my hands on my knees and looked up at the forest. then snorted, trying to calm my breathing. The thicket was pretending to be asleep. It looked peaceful, lifeless. The remaining part of my commute lied through a snow-laden road, illuminated by sparse lamplights. I chased away bad thoughts and ran as fast as I could, from one circle of light to another, seeking protection from electric lamps. Just like in that game where you need to be the first to proclaim, "I'm protected," it's just that in this case, that protection was flimsy at best, and darkness withering outside its bounds. Then I noticed something remarkably eerie. In the place of the light from an inclined lamp, couldn't reach, a hairy, crooked shadow came alive from a guttural roar. I always felt like its features deterred light, its unnatural pose instilled fear. My eyes almost popped out of their sockets as I stood there, blinking, trying to chase away the illusion. But the shadow didn't disappear, or even got closer. And even got closer. My insides were gripped by horror. I stepped back and almost fell onto a snow pile. Black silhouette on the other hand straightened up and addressed me in a sweet voice. "Sneaking around, huh? Trying to steal my soul?" Words got stuck in my throat. Who could be talking in such a silky voice here between the forest and the dormant village? Will you say something, dummy?
Язык вырвали?
Got your tongue?
Слушай, я
Alright.
тебе еще и нос
А,
откушу.
No.
Будешь знать, как совать его
That'll
в
teach you not
чужие
to poke in
дела.
places you don't belong. The girl stood before me, judging from the voice in the silhouette. But I couldn't reprimand myself from getting scared by a girl before noticing a gaping mouth under her hood and something dangerously shiny inside. I was stunned. Fuck. From the cavity of her hood, a frighteningly real fox face was staring straight at me. It's just her jaws weren't moving and her eyes weren't blinking. A mask. It's just a girl with a fox mask on. At least I wanted to think that. After a surprise like that, a nervous smile involuntarily crept into my face. I was just going to school, and then you.
Что я?
What about me?
Никогда не видел, как
Ever seen
лиса
a fox
собаку
feed a
кормит.
dog? Indeed, there was a small dog sucker on the girl's legs. One of the strays that were chasing me yesterday, probably.
Извини, я не хотел.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. After hearing my voice, the dog whimpered, lowered its ears, sniffed me out, and then started wagging its tail. I guess I just smelled of bologna that I ate for breakfast. I was shifting my gaze back and forth from the dog to the girl. She didn't seem scary anymore, just weird.
Значит, не хотел.
So you didn't mean to, huh?
Как тебя зовут?
What's your
Меня
name?
Антон. А
Anton.
тебя?
And you?
А меня нет.
And I'm not. She's weird. Definitely has a couple loose screws. Oop. But she has a nice voice. That's how they lure you in. My astonishment has turned me into a mix of happiness and relief. This girl I didn't know was definitely human, if a bit eccentric. I was also a bit angry at myself. This foxy girl was walking through the darkness without a problem, and I shuddered from every little sound. I could just walk away, but this girl had piqued my interest. The next time a police officer asked me about my friends at the new place, I'll tell them I befriended a talking
Ты
fox.
здесь живешь? В
You live around
поселке?
here, in the village. Spun around so hard, the hem of her coat lifted up.
Нет, глупый.
No, dummy.
Лисы не живут
Foxes
в
don't live in
поселках.
villages.
Хочешь сказать, ты живешь в лесу?
They live in the forest then. You live in the forest then.
Из какой норы ты вылез?
Have you been living under a rock?
Конечно. Лисам
It's
среди
obvious that
людей не
foxes can't
выжить,
survive anywhere near humans.
пока они лисы.
As long as they're foxes. Her jokes were also weird. Just like her carnival mask. Paper mache with a fur glued into it. A dog reminded us of its existence with a loud bark. I unfastened my backpack. Dad would sometimes throw food in there without my knowledge, cookies, apples, or even my favorite crab sticks. He called it a gift from the bunny. The stray strolled around me with menacing footsteps with a pleading look into its eyes. The fox did definitely treat it to something, but it was definitely probably still hungry.
Зачем ты так вырядилась с утра пораньше?
Why are you dressed like that so early in the
На
morning?
утренник идешь?
Going to a costume party? The girl shrugged, throwing silvery snowflakes off her nose. Her human form along with them, turning into a genuine beast. A real fox, agile, cunning, dangerous. Foxes are not dangerous, by the way. A moment of hesitation and you'll be ripped to shreds. She'll tear you up and gulp you down without breaking a sweat. Couldn't help but just stand there as a stump. Until I heard her calm, melodic laughter hidden underneath the beastly mask.
Видел бы ты свою
I wish I could have seen your
маску,
own mask, sweetie.
сладенький.
Did she say sweetie? I got embarrassed, went right to my hair roots. Oh, sorry. We'd seen a fox at the zoo once when we went there with Dad, but it had a patchy fur and gray skinny. But this girl was of fury color and furry, just like in fairy tales. Jesus Christ, say that 5 times fast. I was still rummaging through my backpack. My fingers were searching for the dog's treat, stumble upon some soft, crumbled object.
Ничего,
You'll
скоро
see.
проснутся
The real beasts
настоящие звери.
Wake up soon.
Спроси-ка лучше у них,
You should
где
ask
они
them
взяли
where
свои
they got their human
человеческие.
faces. The girl's shadow was dancing in the lamp's light. The dog yapped in agreement. I freaked out and dropped my finding in the snow without getting a proper chance to examine it. Cold wind instantly covered the hole it created with snow. Don't you want to bet it's that glove? The dog rushed to dig it out, wanting to get its treat. The fox just snorted. Now I was so embarrassed I wanted to sink through the snow. It was still dark outside of the electric circle. On the contrary, darkness seemed even more thick. All neighboring houses were asleep deeply in its inkness. I did my best to continue the conversation with the real girl I
Так ты в
didn't
школу
know.
идешь?
So are you going to school?
Ах, ну какой
Oh
же
my,
дурачок.
you really are a dummy.
Так ничего и не понял.
Don't you get it? I was trying to be friendly, but she can't stop mocking me. Well, if you don't want to die, then you treat her like a fox. Calling me dummy and all. I should have just moved on without paying any attention to this weirdo and her stupid dog.
Ты чего обзываешься?
Why are you so mean?
Не хочешь отвечать, и пожалуйста.
Don't answer if you don't want to.
Никто не требует.
It's not like I care. Kid, Still, something froze me in place, tugged me toward the black figure. Dark figure. Holy shit. Still, something froze in place, tugged me down toward the dark figure. Mysterious appearance. Her voice was that of velvety and just languid enough. I was intrigued and excited. I watched her as people watch fires burn.
Ой, да не
Oh,
дуйся.
stop pouting.
Гляди-ка
Look
лучше.
here.
Ты нравишься Жульке.
Zolka took a liking to you. Dogs digging through the snow with sharp movements, snoring loudly. The fox turned around and looked at the windows of the nearby houses. At its timbered front through the white mist. The tip of her fake nose was shining under the lamp's light.
И не только ей.
And maybe someone else's too. I went red again, like a boiled crayfish at this time. She's talking about herself or someone else. I hope that semi-dark would be able to hide my embarrassment from the girl. Cleared my throat before
А
asking,
кому еще я нравлюсь?
and who's that person? I waited, counting my heartbeat. The fox didn't reply. Her sly stare was scanning the forest patterns of someone's windows. She was reading them like a glass book. I wondered what she could see in those winter paintings. The stray stopped rummaging through the snow. It ran to me holding my object in her jaws. A mitten. Could it be the one that I found in the forest? What is it doing here? When I looked closer, I realized it was just my mitten. Maybe Mom stuffed it in there when I was asleep? A certain missing boy immediately came to
Эй,
mind.
ты знаешь что-нибудь про Вову?
Hey, do you know anything about Vova? I imagined the scene silhouettes dancing in the clearing.
Ah,
The dance on the night when Vova had disappeared. A boy who, when found, can provide a big reward and maybe save a family. Remembered my birthday when my parents promised me to take me to Oya and Disneyland in Paris. Just before a long anticipated gift, they gave me a simple brick game console, visibly embarrassed. I was crying my eyes out back then, demanding to take me to the promised amusement park. That was the first time when Mom and Dad had a big fight. My greediness shattered their relationship. If only I could figure everything, gather everybody I love, and take them to
В ночь,
Disneyland.
когда пропал Вова, я, кажется, видел, как кто-то похожий на
On the
тебя
night Vova
плясал под моим
disappeared,
окном.
I think I saw someone like you dancing under my window. Couldn't be true. But I felt like her mess became even more sly. The fox sniffing me out. My God, I'm...
А что? Ты тогда испугался?
Oh? And that got you worried?
За себя или кого-то
For
еще?
yourself or for someone else?
Ну так слушай меня внимательно, мальчик по имени Антон.
Oh yeah. As soon as I thought about my sister, my chest tightened and cold sweat streamed down my spine. Well then, listen closely, a boy named Anton.
Это большой и
This is
страшный
a-
лес.
Big and scary forest. The fox girl stepped forward
И
menacingly.
я
And
не
I'm not the only
единственный его
attendant.
обитатель. Другие звери уже
The other
знают о
beasts
тебе.
already know about you.
Берегись нас.
Beware
Этой ночью мы
will
опять
come again.
придем.
Tonight. I shouldn't have talked to this evil and child. I shouldn't have talked to this evil in child form, I thought
Пока ты
panickingly.
со своей семьей будешь
When you and
спать,
your parents will be
подкрадем
fast asleep, we'll sneak really close and
Макарену.
dance. Macarena!
Чё?
Huh?
Эй, Макарена!
Hey, Macarena. Yeah, she's crazy. Look
У
at you.
тебя
Your
прямо
mouth has
челюсть
escaped.
отвисла, Антоша!
It's Stasha.
Видел он меня ночью у своего окна? Ага, как же!
He saw me near his window at night. Yeah,
А
right.
ты случаем не местный дурачок,
Are you
нет?
by any chance a dimwit?
Меня не
Nobody
отпускают
would let me
гулять
go
так
outside
поздно.
that late.
Здесь, знаешь ли,
Things that go
дети
missing here,
пропадают.
you know. I touched my plastic frame in my glasses, puzzled by her silly joke. She got me scared to death.
Ой, да не тереби ты
Hey, why
окуляры
don't you
свои.
stop fondling your
Я
glasses?
раньше тоже
I was
близорукой
also
была.
nearsighted
Лучше
once.
послушай меня.
Listen to me,
Может
and
быть,
maybe you'll
Иван
become
лисичку,
smarter.
как обычно называют?
Remember, what did they call foxes?
Плутовка?
Cunning? My words seemed to hurt her.
Ох
Hey,
ты ж!
what did
Да
you...
как ты меня?
Ой, прости.
Sorry. Her laughter was akin to the jungle of a pair of silver
Да
bells,
шучу я!
just pulling your leg.
Конечно,
Of
плутовка.
course, we're cunning.
Если ты ловкий и смелый,
If you're agile
не
and brave enough
боишься
to
с
befriend a
плутовкой
cunning
водиться,
fox,
я так и быть
I'll help
помогу
look for your vova.
Ты же неспроста его ищешь.
there's a reason why you're doing it, right? I shrugged in reply. Her insight was alarming.
Знаю, почему дети
I know why
повадились
children have
соваться в
swarming
наш лес.
our forest lately. I know why children have been swarming our forest
Порой там
recently.
можно найти
Sometimes you can
много
find a lot of
всякого
interesting
интереса.
stuff
Я
there.
вот однажды нашла
One day,
целый
I saw a
сугроб
huge
конфет и
pile
купалась
of
в нем.
candy.
Да так что челюсть слиплась.
One day I saw a huge pile of candy. Once I swam in it until my jaws cramped. Okay. A pile of candy? I couldn't deduce whether she believed in what she was saying from the tone of her voice. I showed her another smile, a fake one this time.
Посмотрите-ка, какой недоверчивый.
Boo. So wary.
Ну-ну, а что ты на это скажешь?
What will you say to this then? What? Well, what will you say to this then? What? She held out a hand and a fiery mitten. There was an assortment of sweets in her palm. In the city where I used to live, sweets like these were sold at markets or kiosks. I saw my favorite bubblegum in a vivid wrapper among the tasty treasure. A familiar name was on it. Turbo. Triangular fox face poked her nose towards me.
Угощайся.
Go ahead, take
У
some.
меня их
My
полные
pockets
карманы.
are full of these. Oh my god, I wish someone was here because I don't know what to do. You don't take candy from strangers, man. Isn't it weird how she has his favorite? Why did that? I'm good.
Нет, спасибо.
No thanks. I didn't want to offend the person I've made contact with this new place, but I also didn't want to take gum off the hands of some weird girl. What if she found it in a snow pile? Or what if it's prank candy? The kind that blows up in your face when
У
you
меня на
unwrap it.
сладкое аллергия.
I'm allergic to sweets.
Что?
What?
Ты чего?
She sounded
Живешь
puzzled.
в мире таблеток и микстур?
Are you living in a world full of pills and mixtures?
Ну, в целом, да.
Well, more or less. The fox whistled. Her palm was empty now. It floated in the air, catching snowflakes now that all the candy had suddenly disappeared.
И Новый год у вас правда раз в 12
And you only
месяцев?
celebrate New Year's once in 12 months, right?
Есть эти...
And you have those... She clicked her fingers, trying to remember something.
понедельники?
Mondays.
Ага.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I smiled.
О, как все
Man, you're
запущено.
a difficult case.
Вам бы, юноша, кило
I
шоколада
prescribed you
съесть
a
против
kilo of
скуки и
chocolate
уныния.
to battle your boredom, young man. Who are you? Refrain from asking that question. She wouldn't answer anyway, or she'll just lie. Really wanted to see what's behind her mask. It's becoming more and more that underneath it wasn't just a simple young girl.
Может, Вова
What if
тоже
Vova
нашел
also found a
сугроб
snow pile
сладостей и
with
теперь
sweets in it,
кувыркается в нем?
rolling in it too, and is now rolling in it?
Слушай, вдруг
Actually,
он
what if she
решил
decided to
остаться
stay in the
в... Тогда,
forest?
наверное, ему очень
It must be
холодно
so
в одной
cold
варежке.
without a second mitten then. The wind caught her words like smoke from a fire and carried them deep into the darkness, into the great creepy thicket. The trees behind me. See, like, when nothing's going on and I'm just reading, I get really, really fucking tired. Really tired quick. So just sitting here and there's nothing going on, like you'll notice, like when something scary is going on, like I finally start reading better because I'm not fucking falling asleep. The trees behind me creaked with their bony branches.
Или
It's
с
interesting,
ним
but it's
что-то
just,
случилось в пути.
what if something happened to him along the way?
Что-то страшное.
Something terrible. Force reacted with her words, became alive, sniffed me out, pricking up its ears, just like a curious beast. Fox Girl pierced me with her eyes once again.
Дикие звери?
Wild beasts.
Это, по-твоему, страшно?
Find that scary?
Ну, не знаю.
Oh no.
Не знает.
He doesn't
Уж не с
know.
двоечником
Oh
ли
my,
я
have I
подружилась?
befriended a dunce? I didn't like being called a dunce. Yet being friends with her sounded
Я
nice.
хорошист.
My grades are good.
Бел да пушист.
Really now.
Пойдешь со мной?
Will you come with
Хорошист,
me? Good
Антон.
grades,
Найдем
Anton.
твоего
We'll
Вову.
find your
И
Vova
сам его
and
спросишь, что
you'll be able
он
to ask
нашел в
him what he
этой
found in the
пуще,
deep
ведь
forest.
пока мы
As long as
вместе,
you're with me,
никто
nothing
тебя
can
в
hurt
лесу
you
не
in the
тронет.
forest.
Вот увидишь.
You'll see. Worms of worried withered in my belly. Better run, whispered my
Я
mind.
тебе не верю.
I don't believe you.
Ты думаешь, я врунья?
You take me for a liar.
Да и пожалуйста. Мне никогда никто
Whatever,
не
you're just like
верит.
everybody else. The girl sounded hurt. Sorry. The girl sounded hurt, although I didn't know if she was being genuine about it. She turned around as if she was immediately lost all interest in me. I remembered my dad's favorite saying, "Where are your manners, son?" Indeed, this fox was kind
Не
to me.
обижайся, пожалуйста.
Please, don't get mad.
Лисы бывают и добрыми.
Foxes can also be
Ну,
nice,
как в сказках.
like in fairy
Мне бы
tales.
только понять, что ты за лиса.
Just need to know what kind of fox you are. The girl giggled, hiding the nose of her mask in her hands.
Тогда пойдем со
Then
мной
follow
в
me into
лес.
the forest,
Ты
and you'll
всё
get to know me.
обо мне, но не сейчас.
But
А
not
когда
right now.
рассветёт.
When it gets bright,
Это
I mean,
тебя,
your
бедного,
whole
всего
body
лишь
is shaking, you poor
потрёхивает. Того
thing.
и гляди, кондрашка хватит.
I want you to get a stroke.
Айда, провожу тебя
Hey,
до
let
школы.
me accompany you to school. After hearing this, the dog barked in agreement and stopped messing with the mitten. I leaned in, trying to grab the piece of handwear that almost ran away
Ну,
from me.
если тебе по
Well, if
пути,
we're going to the same direction, we went towards the school and the lost dawn. Here and there, the lights came on in the windows of the houses we passed, as if their inhabitants were sending us warning signs. Silhouettes lurked behind curtains. Dogs let out occasional barks. Spirals of gray smoke rose from the chimneys. TVs bustled and dishes clanged in their kitchens. We watched the village rise slowly in a slumber while carefully treading the snowy wheel trails. That's one thing I do love about winter in the morning. Like, you all of a sudden just start seeing people waking up, and it's almost like the world turns back on. I don't know, it's weird. I walked in the left one, and she took the right one. The dog was following right behind us. I expected the fox to bring up something weird again, but she stayed silent the entire way to the school, as if she was playing with me. Some game only she was privy to. She would only giggle from time to time when the dog sneezed from the snowflakes that fell on its nose. I was the first to break the
Так как
silence.
тебя зовут?
What's your name? Dude, this is making me so tired.
Ну, конечно.
And here it comes.
Имена, имена, имена.
Names, names, names. Oops.
Людям непременно надо вешать ярлыки на все
People.
подряд.
Always get your labels on everything.
Ну и как бы ты назвал такое лесу?
What name would you give a fox
Даже не
like
знаю.
me? No,
Но
no.
я читал про лесу по
I
имени
read
Алиса.
about Alicia the
А
fox.
что?
You know what?
Я не
I don't mind.
пусть будет Алиса.
I'll be Elisa. Couldn't understand. We need more beavers. Couldn't understand what she was joking or not. I turned around as if she was looking for an answer from the dog from the dark sky devoid of dawn. My silent questions were left unanswered. School's outline was already in our sight. A giant brick box stuck in the endless night. Lights in its windows didn't bode well for me. The warden trees were guarding the schoolyard. Screams, childish laughter, and someone's whistling tore up the silence. I went here with Mom when we just moved into the place looking cozy at the time. Empty corridors that smelled of polished, puffy snow outside. The second time I came along to get my books and just kept imagining my peers rolling down the railings, grade schoolers, running to the library, teachers marching down the corridor with the air of self-importance around them. High schoolers were smoking at the entrance in track pants and wool caps perched on their foreheads. The appearance destroyed the last of hopes for a cozy school. Their stinging eyes and the teeth yellow from nicotine, their smirks, all of it had the same gloomy effect as the cloudy winter morning. Absorbed by my thoughts, I completely forgot about my companion.
После уроков жду
I'll wait
тебя
for
на
you in the
заднем
backyard
дворе,
after
возле
school.
повешенного.
Near the hanged
Возле
man.
кого?
Near what? She just ignored my
Не
question.
опаздывай.
Don't be late. I hesitated. Blowing hot and cold again. Mom always said that when I would have trouble choosing between two options. Thinking about Mom helped
Я
me
после
with
школы
why.
сразу домой.
I'm going straight home after school.
Антоша,
Well,
Антоша.
Antosha,
Это я тебя так просто отпустила.
I'm gonna let you off the hook.
Другие же незаметно
the others
подкрадутся со своими
creep up on you.
улыбочками и
Their
вцепятся.
smiles will sink their
Клещами не
teeth into
оторвешь.
you. Be able to shake them off so easily.
Попомни мои слова.
Remember my words. Fox opened her mouth in a wide yawn. What kind of trick is this? Someone running in the distance called out my name. I instinctively turned around. Huge snowball whizzed past my shoulder and hit the dog. It whimpered and ran toward the spring. Darkness devoured it. Foxgirl was nowhere to be seen. She dissolved into frosty air. Was she hiding in my shadow? After taking a deep breath, I went towards the school, toward the cutlets and dough, toward the light raining down into the snow. Oh, Wolf. Hate reading on live stream. I could hear muffled voices behind the door. I saw blinking lamps. Darkness creeped along the windows, and it felt like school was drifting in open space, like a lonely, lost spaceship. Reading puts me to sleep. After going up the second floor, I noticed a crowd around the notice board. Everyone's taking part in a lively discussion. Moved closer and took a look at something everyone was interested in and through the walls of backpacks. There was a piece of paper with something printed in it and printed on it, glued on the left of the notice board.
Видишь его?
Attention, child missing. Vova, 10 years old, grade 4. He left his home January 5th around 1600 and never returned. Was last seen on the bridge over the Smorta River. He was wearing an orange coat with a hood, a black wool cap, and a scarf with mittens and green stripes. Might have been plastic toy gun on him. Child missing. That grainy print, Vova looked dead, with a black mouth and dark, empty eye sockets. Could it be that the darkness dwelling deep in the forest invaded his pores and mutilated his face? Plastic toy couldn't protect him from the whispering branches and the howling wind. Empty eyes and the lost boy pierced through my soul, as if pleading. Unable to meet his stare, I turned around and rushed to the window to take a seat on the windowsill. The corridor was slowly filling up with children in groups of few. Nobody paid me any mind. In the darkness of the school toilet, child voices were hammering a nursery rhyme. For the fox and for the bear, bunny tasty meals prepare. For the fox and for the bear, bunny tasty meals prepare. I turned my head towards them, trying to get a better look at their features, but then my attention was stolen by a loud clicking sound. A female teacher marched down the corridor with her chin raised up high. Her heels were hitting the floor like miniature hooves. A girl was trailing her every step. She was also looking pompous, stomping around along the way and whispering some secret in her friend's ear. She was probably a class rep, since she was carrying an attendance register
Екатерина,
book.
возьми, пожалуйста.
Please take this, please. Ekaterina. Ekaterina. I'll call her E. The teacher opened the classroom door and the crowd of children swarmed in, screaming and pushing. All of them, a tall, red-headed, fat boy, caught my attention. His face was full of blisters. He looked like the insides of a pomegranate. A bad feeling risen up my hair on the back of my head. I've seen boys like him before. Unsettled eyes, cackling laughter. The girl was a smaller copy of the teacher, warned the boy with a wave of her hand, and entered the room through the clearing in the crowd. Oh, my notification? I don't know. It's the first thing that came to mind. Yeah. Some other guy stood in the way of the crowd, and the redhead immediately shoved him. Move your legs, moron. The boy flew head first, flailing his hands, trying to keep his balance. Elsa burst out in laughter, and a couple of kids joined him in nasty cackling. Their laughter sounded like someone was snipping a huge garden scissors. The classroom sucked out all the kids in, and the corridor stood empty. I wanted to grow roots and stay on the windowsill. Yeah, this is a really good story. I'm just... Oh, God, I've been reading it like... Yesterday I was here for a couple hours reading everything. I couldn't finish it because I was falling asleep, because reading makes me fall asleep. And so I'm trying to finish it. Yeah, hot chub chicks. What the fuck? Just a handful of lampposts. Outside, we're battling the darkness, breathing with fluorescent fish in the black ocean. Maybe I can still run away, go outside, dissolve in the dark. I imagine myself running through snow, how it squeaks under my boots, and how I'm becoming lighter and lighter with every step. The ringer's trill? What? The ringer's trill blew that illusion away. I tore myself from the window with great effort. Then took a couple of deep breaths, trying to at least calm down my mad pulse, and entered the classroom. Why do we gotta go through all this? Prim teacher looked me over the frame of glasses, clearly annoyed.
Я новенький.
I'm the transfer
Мне вот
student.
сказали,
I was told to come here. Snowy forest trail was winding in my front eyes. I'm gonna go through this as fast as possible. I don't care about this school stuff. Pines rustled through and didn't sound predatory anymore. She buried herself in the register and flicked through the
А
pages.
фамилия-то как?
Your last name?
Петров.
Petrov.
Громче говори.
What are
Чего
you
мямлишь?
mumbling there? Say it clearly.
Петров.
Petrov.
Нет такого.
You're not on the list. She measured me with a long, heavy stare, as if she was trying to see if I was lying. I wanted to sink through the snow or fucking floor. Hazy faces observed. This game is a horror game. That's why I don't care about this part. It's actually a really good horror game. Yeah, I know they won. I saw it. Wow, Panda. I haven't talked that to you in a while. Hello, Panda.
Ты не ошибся?
Doing good. Are you sure?
Нет такого в списке.
I don't have you on my register. My knees chose the worst time to start shaking and I felt dizzy. I clutched my fist so hard, my knuckles became
Мне
white.
сказали,
They told me to come to the classroom 204 to ask for Lilia. Lilia Pavlana, class 6C. Apparently everyone in the classroom took my words as some sort of joke. Because they were all
Что за
laughing.
бардак?
What's wrong with this school? The classroom fell silent. The kids hid their smirks from a better occasion.
Понаберут студентов.
Why do we hire so many
Только знают,
interns?
что губяки свои маливать. А я
They don't know how
разгребаю,
to put
значит.
lipstick all over their bulging lips. But when it comes to real problems, I have to solve
А
everything.
бумаги-то кто заполнять будет? Не первый раз ведь уже.
How did they send you here without any proper paperwork? I had the same thing happen many, many times
Подожди
already.
здесь. Сейчас.
Wait here, I'll be back.
Сейчас я им устрою.
After I have a little chat with them. The teacher flew past me, mumbling something to herself in righteous anger, and I left standing in the center of the classroom. Like a convict in front of a firing squad, lowered my gaze. Feeling mocking stares from all around the classroom directed at me. They prickled my skin, danced on it with like laser sights. Once again, I imagined running far away from this place, fighting the clawing wind, soaring high above the pines in one big long jump, with the wind on my back as my only companion. My eyes and my future classmates were asking, this new boy, is he one of us or an outsider? Somebody whispered something, stifled laughter rolled through the classroom.
Доску вытри!
Wipe the board! It was easy guess of who was the main prankster
Эй,
here.
очкарик!
Hey,
Ты
Four
чё,
Eyes.
не только
Are you not
слепой,
only
но еще и
blind,
глухой?
but also deaf?
Доску вытри, говорю!
I said wipe the board. My knees were only shaking part of my body anymore. I was trembling from head to toe, and I prayed for the teacher to come back sooner. My prayers were answered by the powers that be.
Ну что мне с тобой делать-то, а?
Oh, I missed you guys. Oh, what should I do
Куда
now?
сажать, а?
Where will you sit?
Давай-ка сядь, наверное, с Семеном.
Oh, well, you can sit with Simon. Simon, I
Он все
guess.
равно один.
He's alone
Еще
anyway.
чего?
No way. The fatso put his backpack on the seat beside me. Oh, God. Beside him in defiance. Snatched his belly and smirked.
Ты опять за старое?
You back to your
Снова
old
бабушку в
tricks?
школу
Should I
вызывать?
call your grandma here again? Crashing moment
А
silent.
чё она мне сделает?
What's she gonna do?
Не она, так я тебе сделаю.
I'll be the one to do something if she
Рюкзак
doesn't.
убрал быстро.
Put away your backpack now. Simon didn't move a muscle. He started studying the portraits of writers on the wall, looking bored. I needed to do something to resolve this somehow, to save myself. I cleared my throat and continued with the stifled voice. That sounded like nothing
Я
like
могу
me.
за последнюю парту сесть.
I can sit in the last
Там,
row.
кажется, свободно.
I think that's a free seat. Teacher snorted loudly. She looked at me, then Simon, then back at me.
Ладно. Садись
Fine,
пока
go
туда.
there now. You motherfuckers. The back rooms. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I tried to play that with someone else, too. Actually, I did play it with someone else. I think it was Wolf. Actually. Fine, go
А
there
с
for
тобой,
now.
Бабурин, мы еще поговорим.
Are you Bourbon? I'll have to talk with
Чтобы
you
подошел
later.
после уроков.
Come to me
Будешь
after
по
class.
классу держать.
I don't want all this. I don't care about him in school. Let's go back to like the scary Void Force stuff. Simon forced a twisted smile. Juicy pimples were growing on the tip of his nose, ripe for some taking. What? Whoops. I took my seat in the back of the last table where I was met with a pile of old posters. The outcasters took their seats and the class was
Вот
ready to
хорошо.
start. Now settled,
Начнем. Тема традиции русской и мировой литературы.
Fatso turned back at me. His stare informed me of the coming days, weeks, months of bullying. Got my eyes on you, said his watery look. Fuck. After a couple of periods, I had already noticed a huge yellow spit stain in my notebook. Then at the cafeteria, then Simon accidentally spilled a glass of compote on me. And then, wait, oh my God. I'm gonna go through this. Just before the final period, he pushed me. Oh shit. They made way, cursing, but I couldn't hold my... Oh, okay, so the bully pushed him into that girl. Right into her chest. Ow. I immediately stepped back, dying from
Прости, ты в
embarrassment.
порядке?
I'm sorry, you
Я-
alright? Then she suddenly put her hands on her
Нет,
hips.
ну вы посмотрите на
Will you
него.
look at him?
Облапал меня прямо у всех.
Groping me
Я
in front
сейчас
of
всю
everyone. I'll
мать
tell my
тебя из
mom.
школы.
They'll expel you, you pervert. Some sort of sadistic pleasure in her eyes, as if she was a child and she was about to put a lit up a match.
Я нечаянно. Меня
I didn't
толкнули.
mean to, he pushed
Все
me.
видели.
We all saw that,
Слепых
you know,
среди
no
нас.
blind among us. She started staring at my glasses, showing me a creepy smile. I started to fume on the inside, but Simon's laughter cooled my heart.
Толкнули.
I pushed you, you sure? She smarted. Oh, directive. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm stoked.
Вот так, да?
Like this, huh? What you gonna do now? Bully towered over me as if he was saying, come hit me. Let me see you try.
Слушай, ты...
Listen, you. My throat went dry, my lips were moving on their own. My voice was akin to a stifled squeal. Simon wore a mocking
Давай,
smile.
давай, продолжай.
Go on,
Чё
Four Eyes.
примолк-то?
Why did you
Нам
stop?
всем,
We're all
если
waiting.
ещё хоть раз
If you
меня...
ever touch me again, Simon slowly stuck out his finger and poked me in the forehead.
Натранул. И
I did.
еще хоть
So
раз.
what? If you ever do it again,
Транул.
here,
А вот
here, once more,
Эй,
and again,
и еще.
and again.
И еще.
He spunked me with his finger so hard my head tilted backward. I must not cry, or I'll be done for.
Что ты мне сделал?
My vision went blurry. Dude, is this turning into fucking some school simulator? What the fuck is this? That's why I popped too. Yeah, I know. It was the first thing that popped in my head. Leave me alone. Oh, finally! Little bitch. When I saw him open his eyes, it was beautiful, horrifying at the same moment. Simon was holding his ear and blinking in amazement. Was I the first person to rebel against his absolute rule?
Лена!
I needed to run, but I was already surrounded by his cronies.
Лилия Павловна!
Lydia Pavlana.
Павловна!
Grew redder from his pimples, even whiter. Like the heads of larvae. Oh. But a smile flashed on his face that was only noticed among his comrades. What? Well, sleep good. This got really close to me and the smell of rotten teeth smashed washed over me. Yeah.
Пиздец.
You're fucking done. His voice was evil and dangerous, like someone tore off a lid from the kettle of boiling fat. I was waiting to get hit. Counting the thumbs of my heart and guessing his fist will go. The solar plexus, the jaw, the nose. But he just turned around and walked off. I'm going to get killed today. I was late for class. Simon didn't attend. I was hopeful to dodge cleaning duty. Did he run home? Heaped a sigh of relief, like someone on death row. Got delayed. I'm basically just skimming through this part, but I didn't let... It's good, it's just... I don't want to read all this. His vengeful gaze is... While the other students were leaving school laughing loudly, I was pretending to skim through my books near a window. I was staring outside nervous. Simon was nowhere to be found in the front yard of the school gate. I didn't really believe I was that lucky. I decided to be extra cautious and stayed for some time. Yeah, what about that fox, though? That fox is waiting for you. All the bustle moved to the first floor. There was a skeleton peeking out of the biology classroom. Some jokester put a cap American condor on its head. The sound of running water coming from the bathroom. I was the only person left in the whole school. I'm not alone. A sudden thought came to mind. I remembered the missing boy. His portrait was on the notice board near the schedule. I remembered his smile. Him looking at me. Oh, this game's super good. You guys just literally got on here the moment it went dry, in my opinion. And the fact he's most likely already dead.
Привет.
Hello. I shuddered and turned around. It's probably that fox. First I stumbled upon a black violin case. Then I noticed a girl in my class was holding it. Sat in the first row in the second column. I swear I could catch her looking at me a couple times. I was sneaking glances at... Okay. What is this fucking game? Dude, it genuinely scared me last night. And now we're into some fucking stupid school simulator. Alright, I'm gonna zoom past this.
Здравствуй.
Круто ты ему врезал.
It was cool that you
вышло
hit him.
случайно.
It was actually an accident.
Вроде Семен раньше таким не был. Он к нам недавно
seen him like
перевел.
that
Бабушка
before?
мне его по секрету. Семена даже старшеклассники побаиваются. А ты вот молодец. Не струсил.
You're
Мгм.
brave. I'm able to reply. Me brave?
А ты за рекой живешь?
You live over the
В том
river
деревянном...
Ну
in that
да.
wooden house.
Там,
Yep.
наверное, страшно.
Must be
Ещё
scary
через
living
лес
there. You
идти.
also have
Я бы так не
crossed that
смогла.
forest. I wouldn't be able to do that. Hey, exactly, Panda. That's exactly what that was going through my mind. I was like, is this some hentai shit?
Да не так уж там и страшно.
All right. Sleep good.
А
It's
что
not
тебя
that
так пугает?
scary.
Да так. Меня,
Well,
кстати,
actually,
Полина
never
зовут.
mind.
А меня Антон.
Ну, это я знаю.
I already know that.
Слушай,
Hey, Anton.
а что ты делаешь после
What are you
школы?
doing after school?
Ничего такого.
Stumble. Okay. There's no way. Oh, I knew it! Alicia's predatory smile flashed in front of my eyes. She was the fox? The playful eyes, slits in the mask were probably just a product of my imagination, though. What if that fox girl is waiting for me after school? Or was it another one of her weird jokes? Wonder if she's hiding from the tail. Suddenly got covered in beads of sweat like pee after class. I wanted to take a shower. And think of that fox girl, the dirty soiled plant. What? Whoa.
У меня сейчас занятие.
I have violin
Скрип,
class. If
дедушка
you're
мне
wondering,
репетитора нанял. Наш учитель
man, you
музыки.
missed a lot.
Он же
I'm just going through this. I don't care.
тут говорят, что...
It's like a portrait on a
Ты не
gravestone.
подумай, я не трусишка,
I mean,
просто...
I'm not a coward. It's
Просто
just
мне кажется, что с тобой
I think I'll
будет
be
безопаснее.
safer together with you.
Ты сможешь?
This entire first half of the game was super creepy in like this forest outside his new home. There was like this dancing thing outside his window at night, dancing with wolves in this really creepy way. And they were just like dancing, and then in seconds it was just up to your window right in your face. It scared the crap out of me. He closes the window, and then you start hearing scratches at his door, and then his doorknob started shaking. Something was trying to get through his door. Super creepy. And now all of a sudden we're in this school, like with a crush. I don't know. What the fuck is this?
Сегодня лучше.
Со своей... Но я же А ты...
Увы.
Ну ладно. Пока!
Пак.
Yeah, she's weird. And then this weird fox showed up. And it was definitely a person with a fox hat on. Not a hat, but like a fox head. And it was acting super creepy. And for some reason that reminds me of the fox too. Wait a second. That fox said, "Do you want to meet me after school by the hanged man?" Oh! The hanged man! The boy! Right? Huh. I think I figured it out. So this fox, or well, person that was wearing a fox's head on their head as a mask, was acting creepy, acting super nice, and then like out of nowhere, it would start saying things like, I'm going to be outside your home. Watch out for the other things in the forest. And then it would start laughing as if it was joking. But she said, had a girl's voice. She said, meet me after school. And the little boy said, no, I'm not meeting you after school. I'm going straight home. She said, meet me after school by the hanged man. And he said, what? And she just ignored it. So I'm guessing this missing boy the cops came to talk to us about, that's the hanged man. He's hanging on the board, right? She's that fox person. Oh my god.
Ты план...
И про...
Ой, они...
Сам?
Вдохна...
What is this, bro?
Шутишь?
You
Я
joking
самая
me? I'm
обыкновенная.
absolute
Это Семён
average.
обыкновенный. В смысле?
Oh my god. It's her, dude. I am telling you, it is her. I said on my knee, that's the dog that was following the fox. Rubbed the barking dog behind my ear. It's frantically wagging its tail like it's some sort of propeller. I looked around the yard trying to find Lisa, but the fox girl was nowhere to be found, neither in the yard nor the road.
Брось ее!
Leave it
Да
be.
что, она же дикая!
It's a stray, you know.
Клещей еще подцепит.
Нет,
If it has
не у
pests.
хозяина вроде.
I think. Lena looked at the playful dog in disgust, covering her mouth with a handkerchief.
А у тебя никакой еды
the
не завалялось?
You have any food on you?
Кажется, что-то
think I have
осталось.
something
Покормим и
left.
пойдем, ладно?
We'll feed it and go, alright? She took out a sandwich from her bag and threw it at Zuka. The dog rushed to her banquet. Swept away from the... What?
Какая
She doesn't
привереда.
like it? What the She's the fox. I mean, literally.
Yes, всё,
There's no way
давай.
she's not. Come on, eat. Polygna tugged on my sleeve, egging me to go on.
Ты чего?
What's wrong? Dude, that is her. She had that same laugh. Zuka followed his sad eyes. Were we leaving? The dog looked especially lonely at school at the backdrop. Man, left the poor dog there?
Нечего паразитов плодить.
Don't spread pests. Her remark turned out pretty harsh. Was it really Stray's fault she had to live in the
Они
street?
потом на людей
They
кидаются.
always attack people later.
Прошлой зимой
the
такая
fuck
стая
is
чуть
going
дедушку
on?
не загрызла.
Pack almost killed my grandpa last winter. That's
Ему
horrible.
с тех пор не здоровится.
Whoops. Shit. Didn't mean to do that. I promise you this is good. It really is.
Его он больше...
Мне
You
мне
won't
очень
walk
жаль.
again? He was attacked by dogs and now... Okay, whatever.
Ничего. Главное, что...
Раз, два, прилети сова.
Oh yeah, there's my sister. An image of my sister sitting near the window, bored, looking for me. At the twilight flashed before my eyes. I promised myself that I would go home as soon as I escort Polina.
А что это за песенку, малый? Уже второй...
Он интересный. Слушай. Раз, два,
Started walking
Прилети,
more.
сова.
1, 2, time to
Три,
play with
четыре,
you.
пять,
3,
шесть, да,
4,
шесть. Дыбом
6.
волчья шерсть.
Unend the wolf's grave
7,
for
8.
What?
Бьем копытом озим.
7, 8. Stomp your hooves and
Для
wait.
медведя, для лисы.
For the fox and for the bear.
Зайчик кушать
20
принеси.
taste meals prepare.
Ишь, при...
И коту.
Imagine sleeping among the pines and bear
Родные
lairs.
выбежали к нему.
His
А
family
он упал
rushed
на землю.
to help him, but he just felt
Привели
unconscious.
шамана.
They brought a
Тот
shaman.
осмотрел молодого охотника.
He looked at the young man and his
Помрачнел.
face became
Сказал,
grim.
плохи дела.
He told them that he was in
До
bad
утра
shape. The young man
забился в
convulsed until
судорогах.
morning, repeating that
Повторял
rhyme
эту
over and over.
считалочку.
Damn it. Over and over. Over and over. 1, 2, time to play with you, as if Tigger himself was whispering it to him. And when the sun came out, he died. The shaman said that he was already dead when he returned. He came out of the woods as a living corpse and whispered that rhyme with his dead lips. I froze in fear.
Это точно не
Are you
ужасно.
sure it's not the same
Фольклор
horror
бывает
movie?
пострашнее всякого кино. Уж дедушка говорит.
Tell this girl to fuck off. Let's go back to the forest. I don't care about this love story. Why the fuck do I care? The snow was sparkling, reflecting out of the last rays of the sun. My pulse fastened from the thought that
Да,
we were
ты была
alone.
права.
Yeah, you were right. She said she wouldn't walk through it alone, yet she's walking you home, and then she's gonna have to walk home. It don't make no sense, man. Cleaner rushed through the fire break.
Не отставай!
Don't
Никогда
fall
в жизни.
behind. I'll never fall
Ну,
behind.
В город
А ты, ну, где? Ну, так.
она
Oh, this turned into a snore shit. Snore fest.
Ты так...
Вот.
Антон,
Finally! The area around the dry raspberry bushes
Там
was
никого
empty.
нет.
There's
оно
nothing there.
спряталось
It hid
за деревом.
behind the tree. The collar of my coat felt suffocating. I pulled it on instinctively. I felt a spasm in my stomach. I smiled weakly and asked, hoping for a
Это
good
что,
answer.
шутка?
Is this a prank? Paulina seemingly lost all her words. She just continued staring deep into the endless forest. Bravery checked, I thought, so I stepped towards the glassy black trunk. Paulina's gaze pushing me into the back. I was trying to muster my courage, but my inner voice was telling me to stop, to curl into a ball, to play even dead, anything but to go in there, into the withering darkness. The twilight was sucking me in, limiting my vision. The clearing was a deep well, its walls prohibiting the sunlight from reaching its bottom. I heard the air ring, or is it ringing in my ears? One step. 2 steps. It's that boy. I bit my lip and stopped myself from screaming if anything happened. There was nobody behind the pine. I sighed and turned back to
Полина, здесь
Paulina.
никого.
Paulina, there's nobody.
Ну, здорово,
Told ya.
Антошка.
Yoink, skunk, ska. When the doctors the pines, as the came in for the beer, smirk when the coming. Blah, blah, blah.
Опачки, какая
What do we
встреча!
have
Гарик,
here?
хлопец,
Check out
Гарик,
these
на-
foreign freaks. Turned into a bully in high school shit.
Полин, не бойся.
Lena, don't be scared. I shuddered after hearing my own voice.
Полинка-то чё бояться?
Why would she be scared?
Лучше за себя
Worry about
беспокойся.
yourself. Fatso spit through the gap of his teeth and pushed me so hard I hit my back against a tree.
Ну как?
Well,
Страшно
pissed your
мудили.
pants, sucker! I heard Paulina's angry voice from behind.
Не трогайте его!
Stay away from him. It would have been better if Paulina wasn't around. I wish she would have seen me in such a shameful position.
Глядите-ка, пацаны!
Look at this, guys.
Девчонка за него
Girl is
заступается!
defending him. What
Ага, циклона.
a wimp.
Ты,
What a
сука,
fucking wimp.
приезжая.
You fucked with the
Не на
wrong
того
guy,
руку
transfer
поднял.
student. Someone's ready his fist. At that moment, the other delinquent in the track pants made a loud whistle, and the hulking boy lowered his hand. It was unexpected. Seems like Bourbon wasn't the leader of his gang. In reality, they were all listening to the boy who was looking like a small carnivore with a very strong and sharp teeth.
Слышь, Гондон Батькович, а это кто? Еще одна подружка.
Your
Да у
girlfriend?
тебя тут гарем, на.
I only noticed Zulka beside my legs, trembling in the cold. Snow plastered all its fur. Probably ran all the way from the schoolyard, searching for our smell. The delinquent squatted in front of the dog, beckoned it with his
Ой,
hand.
ты ко
Oh my.
мне, сучка
Come here, you
блохастая.
fly-ridden bitch. Just let out a... Oh. The dog's ears perked up, and she started carefully moving closer.
Иди сюда.
Yeah,
Иди,
come here, I've
иди,
got
дам.
something for you. Uh-oh. You're gonna piss off that fox. That's not a good idea. Then I noticed something strange. Polina could hardly keep herself from smiling. Does she really hate dogs that much? Oh, that's what she was talking about when she said there are plenty of other monsters in the forest that are... Oh, everything's making sense now. How did that fox know everything? After locking eyes with me, she changed her jubilant smirk to a thoughtful grimace. Why isn't she running away? At the edge of my vision, I saw something flash in the illusionary twilight of the sleeping forest.
Робка! Она ж больше срать не сможет.
I won't be able to shit. Won't be able to shit after
Давай
this.
теперь я.
Let me kick the fucking thing one more
Второй
time.
раз
Two
ебану.
negatives make a positive. The stray was already nowhere to be
Чего
seen.
ты, баран?
What? Are you an
Толкуй
idiot?
его на очкарику, где его
Слушай,
место. Только так, чтобы он понял.
Ага, за ним кофякна. Этот очкарик тебе при всем классе.
Да без Б. Ща, парашник, я тебе этой печаткой так
Why, you're
зарежу.
gonna ask
Клеймо
face
на
so
всю
hard,
жизнь
I'll leave a
останется.
mark for the rest of your life.
Стой!
Roma, tell him to stop.
Прости, но пацанам надо по-мужски
Sorry,
побазарить.
but the boys need to sort this out man to man.
А тебе в сторонке постоять.
Stand
Yes.
aside and watch.
Слыхали, как зан... А ты случаем не пи...
Че молчишь, Антон? Отвечай, ты педик.
Oh my god! My god, now it's all made. That was his mitten. Shut the fuck up.
Твари!
What?
Знаете, мой
Кто-то педик.
Он айкидо занимался, он еще воевал. Таких, как вы, с закрытыми глазами убивает. Я только слово скажу, он...
What?
Воевал, говоришь?
Vet, you say?
Мой батя тоже воевал. В Афгане. А твой?
И мой.
Да, и в каких войсках, интересно?
Да он фуфло гонит, Ромка! Бля, будуна!
Думал, меня так просто развести? Я тебя, сучонка, насквозь.
Didn't bode
Ты
well for
сам
me.
себе приговор.
Well, you asked
В
for
школе
this.
тебя училка спасла. Ну а
Teacher
теперь
saved you at school,
все.
but here,
Хана тебе.
you're fucked.
Во-во! Давай, Антошка, молись, чтобы твой труп по весне нашли б на.
Сидел бы ниже травы, был бы целочкой.
If only you stayed silent, wouldn't have lost a hair.
Жирного стукнул одно дело.
Hitting fatso is one thing. Oh, god damn it.
Но про Афган пиздеть,
I'm
где мой
fucking around
батя
stuff
под
like
пулями.
Afghan, where my dad
Долг
spent under fire and
интернациональный.
intentional duty.
В Даште
It's fucking
Марго, блядь.
God. Shut up.
Сёма, ушатай-ка
Give him a
его.
good pounding.
Ну, Ромочка, ну хватит! Ты уже все доказал! Дай нам
Where's
уйти!
your point? Let us
Ты
go.
иди, иди. А мы пока мусор приберем.
Хера ты, Майк Тайсон!
Didn't kick the bucket, of course. The edge of my vision, I noticed a little darkness where there again was walking back and forth there. I sensed Roma's claws grab my backpack.
Манатки, Антошка.
Give me your shit.
Махаться мешает.
It'll get in the way. But then he fished a butter knife out of his pocket.
Слышь, Фрей, расслабься, а то больно будет.
I can make it painful. What I... Oh boy. Romka pulled my backpack, ended up in his hands. Polina shaked. Don't worry, I've got this. Calm and relaxed, and see a smile on
Ты
his
от нас
face.
что-то скрываешь, да?
Already...
У меня... Щеп. О,
What's this? Romka gave me a dubious smile.
так. А что это?
Bunny mask. What? Where did that come from? Who put it there?
Новый год уже прошел, мудила.
Way past New
Или
Year's,
ты реально
moron.
поехал?
Are you
Это не
really that
мое.
lonely? It's
Да
not
как
mine.
не твое,
В
твоем
it's
портфеле.
in your backpack. I was watching this scene unfold with evil smile on his face.
Дикари! Масок раньше
Savages,
не
the first
видели!
time you see a mask.
Таких конченых не видели. А знаешь что? Надевай.
Зачем?
Надевай, говорю. Попрыгаешь перед нами.
Давай, да. Или без штанов, да.
Не надел.
Сёма,
Хе-хе.
Looked around the pine woods, as if waiting for help, as if from the shadows. Branches licked their arms. Okay. And then, no, I won't run. I won't abandon Paulina.
только учти, Сёма,
Let me warn you.
если он скакать не станет, ты сам за него поскачешь.
If he won't hop, you'll take his place. Got it?
Этот чмошник и не
This piece of shit
станет.
won't-
Да погляди на него, он же дурик конченый.
Этот дурик тебе уже раз в жбан зари...
Ромка, давай, толстый.
Или сам...
Вот, это чтобы... Надевай, ату.
I got a weird feeling putting this on is gonna change him. I don't know why. Got goosebumps, electricity through
Вот оно,
my spine.
мое
This is it,
спасение.
my salvation. Voice whispered to me from the well of my subconsciousness. Just put it on and nobody will hurt you. That's exactly what I was thinking. Was all this fox and bunny and like things he sees in the forest and things happening is a story from his childhood, and when his parents fight and his father beats up his mother, puts on the bunny thing and acts like a different, blah 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 blah, you know the rest. My armor, strangely enough, slid to the old carnival mask. I was able to see good through my glasses. A trio of boys frozen and clearing. Snowflakes rolled in the air, the trees and shadows formed a black streams toward me. A weird silhouette in the early twilight behind the windfall. In all that silence, Simon nervously whispered, "Hey guys, what's up with him?" I broadened my shoulders. My muscles felt like they were made of steel. Invisible plumes of fog toward me, breaking off the trees. I was absorbing the forest's power with every pore of my body. I smiled underneath the mask. No, I showed my teeth. My fists were itching. My stomach was growling.
Он превращается!
He's turning. You asked for this. I made a step forward. Simon carefully stepped towards me as if he was going to walk on thin ice. Trail of my dream snaked in front of me again. Endless, alluring. Okay. I pulled on my zipper, opened my jacket, and threw the coat in the snow in the fast bush, then growled. I felt like something was frantically looking for the exit underneath my skin. I went towards Simon.
Он превращается!
He's turning.
Твою мать.
Fuck.
Превращается!
Turning
Конченого
into a fucking retard. That's actually kind of funny. The clearing blew up in hysteric laughter. He's clutching his stomach. Roman smirked his head. Simon was laughing. Blah, blah. You're such a fucking moron, Tosha. A fist glided with my mask. The fur dampened the snowball. There was no power, no magic. Smoke coming from the pines. I flew toward bushes and landed on my butt.
Вот это был... Думал, он на четвереньки встанет и сгрызет, как морковь.
Ха! Видели?
Это...
Ну и да тебе...
Верни! Верни, гад!
Дай я...
Ты... Мы...
Ой,
Прыг-скок, прыг-скок!
The fuck?
Так,
So you got
я
your
не
ass
поняла.
kicked?
Да, ну...
И как...
What kind of fucking story is this?
а я лис... Правда, такая Она меня...
Не было там никак, не выдумывай.
Не подходи к ней.
Ты чего, тут?
Не подходи, Ну, лиса ведь укусить может.
Это расскажи.
Только она...
Еще раз.
Антон, ты ж...
I'm sorry I'm
Тебя
going
спрашиваю,
through
ты
this.
сестру не видел? Оля, вылезай, ты же... Пойдем, Оль, я тебе сказку посижу с тобой.
Что, опять сап...
А кто? Оль, я ее...
Не прогнал. Она придет. Она сказала,
О,
можно я свой... Можно? В самый последний...
Ты же говорила, что последний раз был вчера.
Ольга,
А пусть у меня...
Нет,
Хватит! Нет никакой... Ты сегодня спишь у...
Ну, пожалуйста.
Пойдем, милый.
I just want to see the ending. That's all. I don't care anymore.
Мамочка, пожалуйста. Ну, папочка, ну
No
скажи,
offense.
пожалуйста. Эй, новенький.
Чего тебе?
Скажи.
Это все из-за моих родителей. У папы тут новая работа.
Да, у нас тут совсем Я вот слыхала, он недавно кому-то крутому дорогу перешел, и теперь они...
Неправда! Ты все вре...
А слышали? Слышали, как ему бабурин всыпал? А этот лишь...
Прекрати!
И будто ходит. Ясно? Может. И мать, если... Да-да-да.
Oh yeah.
Замолчи!
Oh yeah.
А зрачки
I remember that too.
опять чего? Не зря же его мать с таблетками. Да-да. Представляете?
Как же, неужели действительно? Тебе не здорово?
Полина, послушай...
Как же как? Не слушай этого болт. Свистит он, что в Москве. Это ничтожество даже. А Брусла? Убери от нее свои лапы, чудовище! То, что твой отец бьет мать.
Oh yeah. Been there before.
Спасибо! Вот ты и пока трус! Антон! Пожалуйста! Пожалуйста, я боюсь!
Ох, подожди. Что ты?
С кем ты разговаривал, братик?
Who are you talking to right now? She stared at me with eyes that were red from crying. With her hands wrapped around her shoulders, her voice was nervous, as if she was afraid to hear my
Я
answer.
разговаривал с тобой.
I was talking to you, to someone who pretended to be you. The ledge outside my windows creaked ominously, as if something huge was sitting on top of it. The dream that pretended to be Oya started spreading, changing shape. Toward the scary heights. Under the light of the carnivorous moon. Anton. Please, come closer, come here. The voice didn't belong to my sister anymore. That thing was hiding behind the curtains, got tired of pretending, making me feel like a fool. I pinched myself so hard I could, hopping at the silhouette near the window was just a connotation? I don't know. Of my... Yeah, anyway. The silhouette was towering before me. I heard Oya's shrill scream. Oh, so she can see it too. When someone had knocked out the window. Knock, knock. It came to get us. Another knock. I stepped back in the middle of the room as if there were existed. Knock, knock. Sound was sharp metallic. I'm just done reading. I'm sorry. I just don't have enough. I wasn't trying to break the window. It was toying with us. It was just knocking, driving us mad.
Скажи ей, Антон!
Fuck? Tell her, Anton.
Скажи, что я больше не буду себя плохо
That I won't be a
вести.
bad girl anymore.
Никогда!
Never
Только
ever.
пусть она
I just
уйдет!
wanted to leave, please.
Пожалуйста!
The night suddenly disappeared. Room descended into darkness. Couldn't see that burning eye anymore.
Не буду, не буду, не буду, не буду!
Nothing. There was something shining on the ledge among the scattered feathers. My glasses. Ones that Simon took from me. How did they get here? Was it a gift from the gurgling night? Did that owl really bring them here? I saw someone finish this in like an hour and a half. I don't know how they did.
Вы не болели давно?
Wanna catch
А
cold?
ну-ка, а с тобой? Завтра поговорим.
What? Simon. Simon's photos printed out. What? Now he's missing? I wonder if it's him. Bro, there are 5 episodes. I can't do it. I wish it would read everything out. I just don't want to read.